So here we're going to use the open source registry. It's extremely easy to deploy. All you need to do is to run the registry:2 container. Why registry:2? Because if you just run registry, then it's registry v1, and at some point we had v2, and so for compatibility, registry period is still v1 for now. By default, the registry will store images on the local file system. But if you want, you can provide a config file and you can defer the blob storage to S3 or Swift or the Google Cloud Object Store, etc., etc. For security reasons, Docker absolutely insists that you should use TLS when talking to the registry. So at first, that's kind of annoying because when you run your registry, you're like, oh crap, now I have to set up certificates and I have to use like actual certificates. Except there are two ways around that. You can give the -- insecure registry flag to the Docker engine, and then you give it IP addresses of the whitelisted registry that are fine. Or you can also use localhost, because we thought that even the NSA cannot intercept your traffic with localhost, and so it should be fine if we don't use certificates when talking to a registry on localhost. So here I'm going to use a little trick or hack, or just clever. We are going to publish the registry on localhost. But then you might think, wait a minute, we need the registry to be available on all nodes. So if we put the registry on localhost, it will be on only one node and the other nodes won't have the registry. Except if we use the -p --publish option as we saw earlier. If we publish the registry container on port 5000, then we can connect to that registry container from any node on the cluster on localhost /5000. So that way, the Docker engine will think that it's connecting to local registry and it won't require TLS certificates. Yes? What about the storage? Right. Yeah. So the registry will be reachable from any node, but it will still be on one of the nodes. We don't know which one exactly, but it will still be on one node. And the files will be on that specific node, which means that yes, if the registry goes away, or even if we just like restart it and then the scheduler says, okay, now I'm putting that on a different node, then all my images disappear. So it's good enough for this tutorial, but in production, we need to spice things up a little bit. Just to give you an idea, a typical deployment is to, like if you're on Amazon, for instance, is to use the S3 driver, because that way your registry becomes stateless, so you don't have to worry anymore about where it's running and anything like that. And some people don't put authentication on the registry, they just put that on an internal network, so that also on the safe side. On bigger organizations, at some point you want to have credentials and verification and security. You can build that all yourself on top of the registry. I mean, it's using HTTP, so you can put HTTP off. There is an authentication mechanism in Docker itself, and so you can integrate with that, or you can go to all the commercial providers of commercial registries, either Docker Inc. or third parties. And there again, there are like SaaS solutions and on-prem solutions and what have you. Let's deploy our local registry. So let's break down that command here. Docker service create. Where is my terminal? Yeah. Docker service create -- name registry, so that way I can identify it easily later. -- publish 5000 / 5000. So this means that when I will connect to port 5000 on my cluster nodes, the traffic will be routed to port 5000 in the registry container. And I want to run the image registry :2. I do that, and then I'm going to try a simple API request to that registry. So curl localhost 5000 /v2, and that works. It's an empty JSON reply, but it means that the registry is here. And if I want like to list what's in my registry right now, I can go to _catalog, and it tells me that there is nothing in my registry because, yeah, I just deployed it, so it's empty at this point. Okay, so we are going to check that it's really working. We are going to take the smallest image we can find. Well, not the smallest, but one of the smallest, the BusyBox image. We are going to re-tag it so that instead of being BusyBox, it will now be localhost 5000/BusyBox, and then we are going to push it, and that will push it to the local registry. So docker pull BusyBox, docker tag BusyBox, localhost on port 5000/BusyBox, and then docker push localhost 5000/BusyBox. And that's it. That's a really small image, so that was fast. Is the BusyBox image really on our registry? Well, it better. So I'm going to use the curl command again. And now it tells me, instead of repositories empty list, it tells me repositories BusyBox. Great. It really works.